The latest episode of Sister Wives aired last night, October 19th, exclusively on TLC, and we're going to talk about the full episode right now. Get ready, buckle up, buttercups. The episode, which was episode 4 of season 20, started with Meri going to pay a visit to her friend Jen at Jen and her husband's bike shop they own in Parowan, Utah. When Meri walks in, we get to see Sean, Jen's husband, and they have a little kiki, a little chit chat for a second, and then Sean leaves Meri and Jen to go through the dating app that Meri's been on to talk about the guys. I don't know. This is what was so boring to me. I could not get into Meri's segment at all. But look, this was what was interesting. The producers asked each of the cast in their confessionals, would they ever do dating apps or whatever? Look at Robin. Do what? A dating app? No, I could never. What is that, for like a hookup? No. Girl, bye. Christine was like, look, I've done the dating app because we know that's how she met David. So she was over here like, what? Look, the dating app, the thing I found with the dating app is you would come across couples that were like swingers or people with like open marriages. And I'd be like, oh no, I want to be a monogamist, And they'd be like, well, we could have a lot of fun together. And she's like, oh no. That made me cackle. It really did. And Janelle is dead set on she is not dating. I don't know what had happened. Janelle is like dead set on she don't want no man. She don't want to date. She don't want nobody. I'm like, okay, girl, we get it. Now, Kody, of course, has some profound response like, well, a dating app, you can't get to know the person and be really personal. We're like, okay, dude. Meanwhile, Meri zooms in on this dude's apron that says, kiss the C-O... CK. It does not say kiss the cook. It says something else. Vulgar. So, of course, Meri brings it up, and her and Jen just start cackling and laughing. And I've seen this said so many times from fans and viewers, is that's what they find so annoying about Meri, is that she cackles and laughs like some high school girl and don't even make no sense. Like, nobody understands or gets what she's laughing over, so it's just odd. Back at Kody and Robin's, they're still packing up. Do you see this cluster F of a house? That's all I could see. I'm over here. I couldn't even pay attention to what was going on because I'm over here trying to look at what all junk they got going on. But I will tell you this. Kody going around saying, God, I stink. All I can smell is myself. Talking about his body odor. He kept saying my pheromones. I'm like, dude, you should have put on some deodorant. So then Robin said, is that what I smell? Is that you? And then she's like, ugh. And he's over here like this. Yes. Do you like my masculinity? Do you smell my pheromones? Meanwhile, I'm over here like, that is disgusting and nasty. You need to put on deodorant. He's one of them people that don't wear deodorant. Clearly, why wouldn't he slap on some deodorant that morning? Dude's over here like, well, I thought she would find it hot and attractive. And I'm sitting there thinking, dude, don't nobody find stank attractive. You gotta be just nasty to think that's attractive. Ugh. I cannot. Was y'all over here gagging at your TVs too? Because I was. I got a whiff through my TV. I was like, get him off here right now. And thank the Lord we got saved by Christine and Peyton's conversation. Back in Utah, Peyton and Christine were chit-chatting. This was Peyton kind of explaining to Christine he needs a change. There's nothing in Utah for him. He wants to be somewhere different. And he was so close to Garrison. He just wants to be close to Garrison's family. Basically, that's the gist of it. And I mean, that's understandable. So, Christine, of course, is fine with it. But she's sad. That's also understandably so. Her kids, most of them, have now opted to move out of the state and across the country to where her ex-sister wife is living with her and her kids. Naturally, that's got to sting as a mama, I felt for Christine over that. Christine's like, what is so special about North Carolina? My kids don't even want to be by me, and it sucks. So her and Peyton hugged, and then Peyton moved, and the next day or the few days after, her and David went for a walk. And she said, I just feel like a crappy mom. And David's like, no, you're not a crappy mom. She said, well, they all want to be by Janelle. So then we get to talking about Janelle. You know, they used to sell the plexus together and all the things. Christine was talking about how they do more things separate now. And now, basically, the only time they talk is about business because they're separating their business as together. They're doing things separate more than together. And Christine acknowledged that they're, you know, becoming distant. Hell, we've all noticed that. So I like the fact that they acknowledged it and discussed it. Now back at Kody and Robin's cluster home. Y'all, I cannot with this house. Kody and his brother, his younger brother, are talking because his younger brother come over to help him pack and move because apparently they can't do nothing by themselves. There is more people that help these people. I'm over here like, where are these people at in real life? You already know. If you mention you got work to do or you need help moving, people disappear. They're busy. They got things going on. I mean, that's real life. So the fact these people always have help is very telling. The help. Back in North Carolina, these people are going over to Tata Farms to cut down a Christmas tree. And y'all, I've got to point this out right here because me being from Mississippi, I ain't never in my life seen somebody go cut down a pine tree for a Christmas tree and be tickled to death over it. Normally, it's a cedar tree, okay? These people to be starting a farm, in my opinion, don't know crap about the South. Like, pine trees might be a thing where you are, and I'm even going to Google it after this, so don't even try me, okay? Don't even try me in the comments to explain this mess. Normally, it's cedar trees. There's Christmas tree farms. None of them have pine trees planted. They're all forms of cedar trees. So, if a Christmas tree farm that is for selling Christmas trees does not even have pine trees, why are you going to cut down a pine tree? I cannot. Out of 150 plus acres that they have, you can't make me believe they couldn't walk a little bit and find a dang cedar tree on that property. Y'all, I could not get over this. They trying to have a family moment, and I can't get over the pine tree. I'm like, that's a pine tree? That's a pine tree. That's not a Christmas tree. What is going on here? But either way, okay, Merry Christmas to all of them. Kody and his brother Michael are talking about Kody's failed polygamist situation. Okay, so then he goes and talks about his daddy, their daddy Wynn. You remember when Wynn married Janelle's mama? That's what mainly they was talking about. See right here? Okay, Kody says, well, Janelle's mama told me that she was attracted to him because he was a cowboy and he was a manly man. Maybe that's why women are attracted to polygamists, is because they're manly men, they're cowboys. And that's basically all I got out of that. I'm like, okay, makes sense. This is why this dude looks so ridiculous when he says things and does things, is because he is trying so hard to be a quote-unquote macho man or manly man. He is failing miserably. Dude, live your true, authentic self. Back in North Carolina, I found it interesting back at Maddie's that McKelty and all the kids was over. McKelty said that she read the Darger's book. Okay, why was that thrown in to this show? I was so confused. Okay, so Janelle was talking about how, what's his name, Joe Darger? Oh, he does his relationships and marriages and polygamy. He does it right, and he knows how to do it. I got the feeling Janelle was over here trying to get to be in the Darger family. I'm like, is Janelle trying to be the next Darger? I'm confused. And also, I want to point out how this dude looks like a serial killer. Sorry, I had to say it, okay? Dude looks like a serial killer right here in that picture. But Janelle is all for it, apparently. Janelle's like, well, he knows how to do it right. Okay, girl. Back in Flagstaff, they finally got the house, the cluster F of a house. They finally got it loaded up. So now the family is meeting again to pray. Have y'all picked up on this? I've talked about this so much. I said, what happened to the church and the prayer and all this? They started off doing it, and then they shied away from it for many, many seasons, many, many years. Now we back to it, apparently. I see y'all listening. But I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it. This right here, Kody's like, thank you for blessing us with memories in this house. Those memories you literally just said on camera 2 seconds ago that you hated and you regretted. That's why you were moving, is for those memories. Now you're praying to Jesus, thank you for blessing me with them memories. It didn't make no sense, but that is this family, Robin and Kody's family anyway. And also what didn't make no sense was a flashback they was doing in the middle of prayer, by the way. In the middle of prayer. Done the flashback. He said when he went and showed Robin the house. Yeah, this is when he showed. Is that not the table that they had a discussion about? That was Kody's table and blah, blah, blah. Literally like 2 episodes ago. Remember Robin said, I don't like this table. It's Kody's table. Well, hell, that looked like the same table that was in the house when he showed you the house on the flashback. Y'all better not be lying in the middle of prayer. I cannot with these people. This is her reaction over them moving. Oh, she's trying to work up the tear, y'all. Finally, here we are. This was the last place we all were together as a family. We all know how you felt about that family, girl. I mean, save the tears. Next time on Sister Wives, look at this poor, pitiful little pine tree sitting here they decorated as a Christmas tree. Justice for the pine. Look at Janelle. Merry Christmas. Merry everything. And I also want to point out how Christine said that it was great. They did the whole, cutting down the Christmas tree. But she needs to be a part of it next year. Aurora talks to Kody and Robin about her new boyfriend coming over because he's coming to help decorate the Christmas tree. Oh, I got some teasers coming up exclusively about this situation. You don't want to miss it. So stay tuned for that video. Oh, yes. Robin says, oh, she's so like, he asked me to be his boyfriend, or he asked me to be his girlfriend. And Robin is like freaking out, you can tell. So the boy comes over and they gonna help decorate the Christmas tree with Kody and Robin. Big family night. Whew. Y'all looking forward to that next episode? I kind of am because it's different new content. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Now, I don't know if it's gonna be genuine and authentic because this dude right here, I cannot. The things he says and does, him and Robin, they are perfect for each other. They really are. TLC needs to give them, if they love them so much, they need to give them their own show separate from the other people. That way the fans can choose if they want to watch Kody and Robin or not. I'm at that level. But let me know what you thought about the most recent episode of Sister Wives. Don't forget to like and share this video and also subscribe. I really would appreciate it. And if you don't mind, could you hype this video if the feature is available for you? It is free to do, and it would be a great help for me and my channel. Just trying to get boosted in the algorithm, trying to get my views picked up and my subscribers picked up. I've had a goal of 100,000 subscribers for literally 5 years now. I have been stuck in 60,000 subscribers for like a year. So if y'all could help me out, sharing my videos, liking my videos, all the things, I really would appreciate it. I love you for watching. I'll see you in my next video or in the comments below.